Welcome back to the Crypto Moses channel. Bitcoin right now is getting wrecked. We can see that shit happening. It's just melting everywhere. Market's bleeding and panic selling is going to continue spreading like wildfire. But the question is this the end? Is this just another shakeout before a massive rally? Or are we about to see Bitcoin and everything completely unravel? If you're holding crypto, trading, or even thinking about buying the dip, you need to watch this video. And if you saw my last video, you already know that this was coming. If not, no stress, I've got you covered. So real quick, understand this isn't financial advice, but just my take on what's happening in these markets. So let's get into it today. Be sure you click that subscribe button and follow for more valuable content like this because it takes a while to do this research. But we know right now Bitcoin is crashing. Every time Bitcoin dumps, the same crowd starts screaming, crypto is dead, Bitcoin is finished. But just recently, we had the US government announce a Bitcoin strategic reserve and an altcoin stockpile. We've also got institutions that are buying Bitcoin faster than ever. So does this really sound like crypto is dying? The real question is, then why is the market crashing? And what should you do right now? So look, short it and bet on more downside, go long and ride the bounce, or just hold steady and wait it out. Or just step away, ignore the noise, and come back later. Now, whatever you do, just remember, the market doesn't give a damn about your emotions. It's only going to reward you if you've got good strategies. And why this Bitcoin crash is completely predictable. You're going to see some of my past videos. We've talked about what's going to happen. And remember, this is not just a random collapse, right? If you've actually been watching the channel and following the videos previously, you know that this was coming. Bitcoin right now is trading on around 80K and it's still down for the last 24 hours. And the second we lost 90K, I went neutral and warned you guys that we're going to see a drop back down to the last support number. And we used the charts like crazy to make some of these decisions. If you guys can see here, we had the support line drawn from 80K back in November. So we knew this number was going to hit and it did it once. It even went back down to the 78K. I didn't expect it to get to 78, but I did expect it to hit this support line, which has been respected for a very, very long time. And you know what's crazy? It bounced off again. That is the power of Bitcoin. We can also see here these fair value gaps that we're waiting for it to come back up and hit. It might take a little bounce. And if we take it from this high, we're looking at maybe up to 88K. But if it respects the entire trend, we're looking at roughly 89K or so if we're focused on that 0.618 golden ratio number. And Bitcoin is to continue making a little bit of this downward move. The only problem is our next support after that is down to 70K, which is a little nerve-wracking. But here's the thing, understand, if we do get that low, we have the capability to continue back up. And then we also think, are we bottoming out or will the floor fall out from under us? Now the question is, are we bottoming out, right? Or are we going to get back down to the 70K mark? Now, the number one mistakes that are wrecking traders right now is the morning longs flood the market. Everybody was buying the dip and now they're getting liquidated. Why? Because people make the same mistakes over and over again. They long at resistance instead of waiting for a confirmation. And I've done that for a long time too, so don't feel bad. You can avoid it. We also sometimes short at support when fear kicks in. The result, you get liquidated. So meanwhile, you've got smart money who's end up scooping Bitcoin up at cheap prices while the herd ends up panicking and selling. So what does this mean? Is it time to go long? No, not so fast, because you're going to be watching one critical level that could decide the entire market's fate. Now, why you need the right tools to win in the market? Anytime you're in a market like this, having the right strategy is very, very critical, but it's not enough. You also need the right tools. And if you're looking to trade XRP smartly or even BTC, you want to check out the BTCC link below. That's literally the main exchange I use. All my longs, all my shorts, and I'm usually looking for continuations or reversal depending on the day. And what makes BTCC stand out? One, it's got leverage trading and it can do up to 500x, you guys, on some contracts. I don't always recommend that. You need to know your strategy before you take that risk. And I do actually do some 500x wins and it's fire. But it also allows you to amplify your gains and your losses if you do not set a stop loss. So be very, very smart about that. And whether you're riding the wave up or down, BTCC lets you do that because it's a CEX. Check out the referral link below. Only reason I recommend you use that one is because they've got a free $10,000 deposit bonus. So use that to your advantage. And then we ask ourselves, is this bull market over? Or are we in for a massive buying opportunity? So let's cut through some of the noise and look at statistics. This drop is about 28%. The last bull market's correction was about 55%. And what happened after that? We had new all-time highs, right? Bitcoin always does this. It liquidates over leveraged traders, triggers massive panic sells, and then it rips higher. And now with institutions actually accumulating, this isn't the time to blindly sell in fear. But if Bitcoin does reclaim 90K soon, we could see it in for a much, much bigger move up. But if Bitcoin doesn't reclaim 90K soon, we could see a bit of a bigger drop down to 70K, maybe even 66K from some of our old support lines. But don't let that scare you and don't let that kick you out of the market. Use exchanges to short it, right? Dollar cost average into it for your long-term portfolio. And then most importantly, if you're trading DeFi, don't let taxes eat all of your profits. Right? If you are a crypto trader that does DeFi, definitely also check out our BCM. It's literally our business. We do manual tax reporting for crypto. I use the hell out of it. It's made my life so much easier. And so many of my friends and partners. So you can do the same. We're literally giving you expert advice at no cost with the free consultation being scheduled. With the free consultation scheduling available now until tax season ends. This free consultation is limited time. Use it to your advantage. We just want to make sure you're set up because regulation is going to be here and you want to be prepared. I've got the link below for that as well. Now, here's my game plan on how I'm going to trade this volatility. Okay. I've been in this for a long time. 2017, I started my first big loss. 2018, my second big loss, and continued forth. And until 2021 is when I actually started becoming a profitable trader. So I've seen it all. Explosive rallies, brutal crashes, and even total chaos. But through all of it, I did panic at first. Don't let me say I didn't. I did panic at first, but over time I've stopped, okay? And now how I'm playing the market. We're opening positions when fear's maxed out, whether I'm dollar cost averaging in or I'm looking for long positions that are short scalp move. I'm also taking profits once it starts having some euphoria and we start gaining some up momentum. And lastly, I'm always ignoring the FUD. I don't care what people really think about it. I like looking at the data and stats, and that's why I do these videos. I'll say this, if Bitcoin does reclaim 90K, I'll go full in on bull mode, okay? But if we drop lower, I'll be stacking dips slowly but surely while everyone panic sells. And either way, I'll be coming out on top like I did in 2023, 2021, and it'll be 2025. So what's next? Will Bitcoin dump lower or are we going to have some mooning soon? If Bitcoin follows its previous cycle, a 77% correction would put us at around 23K. And that does sound extremely brutal. But let me ask you this. Would you have loved to buy Bitcoin under 30K a few months ago? Because that is what's going to happen if we get that low. The truth is market bottoms feel like the world is ending. And that's how big money traps retail traders. The smartest investors aren't panicking. They're preparing. So you should too. What's your move? I want to know your comments below on what you guys think. Are you staying strong? Are you tapping out? Also, follow me on Twitter at RealCryptoMoses. I've got some real-time updates on there, and I'm going to be posting a lot more of my trades. Lastly, click that like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, you guys, stay informed, stay prepared, and most important, stay ahead. Peace out, everyone.